This week, the Carolina Panthers ushered in a new era as far as offensive coordinators. Joe Brady released, Jeff Nixon in. But the sentiments throughout the Panthers locker room were all positive today, and they look forward to getting on with the rest of the season and upping their level and leveling up their performance.
It's a business, sometimes you got to expect the unexpected, but I honestly was a little surprised, with kind of like, us still being in the hunt and working towards the playoffs and all that, and then that kind of like abruptly happening, I was a little surprised. I mean, that's one of my coaches, so yeah, I have a relationship with him, and hard-working coach. I always see him like when I'm in the building late. Obviously coaches are here late, but he's a lot of respect for him. He works hard about his business.
Coach he's a real genuine guy, honestly. He's a really good guy, and obviously Baylor and stuff, so we're familiar with each other, but just a really good guy. And the thing is with football, like, you can have great coaches, great minds, smart, but like it's hard to really have like a good coach that cares for you and genuine. I really think he's that. So
great guy, for one. He's always going to look out for his guys. Very cerebral, understands the game, the ins and outs, knows where everyone's supposed to be. So he coaches from an understanding standpoint as opposed to just like do your job, which I think is good for a lot of young players.
He's going to play to the guy's strengths. He's disciplined. He's not emotional. That's one of the things I like best about Jeff, is that he's even keel. He doesn't get too high or too low. And the biggest thing that I want to see from him, in addition to the staff, is our ability to adjust when people do something different. I think that's, I think coming out of the half in the third quarter, right, as I said last week, we've only scored 18 points on the whole year, another 7 on a pump block. So I'd like to see us be a team that adjusts as the game goes on and reacts to how people are playing us, because of the weapons that we have. Now, obviously Christian being down, but because of DJ, his success, Christian's success, Robbie, different quarterbacks, people come into the game and they try to take away different things. And I think the mark, to me, it's never really quite as much play calling as it is adjusting to what they're doing and probing and finding the things that work. So I think that Jeff is, as I said, very even keel. He's about the right things, technique, detail, but I do think he and the offensive staff will do a good job of reacting to, hey, this is what I think that they're going to do, and then they get in the game, and Coach Pease might do something different, and we have to adjust to that, and that's something I know that Jeff can do.
I mean, I'm not trying to look too deep into it, because it's still like the same offense and things like that. And I'm not really the one on the headset, so I'm not trying to, put too much unnecessary thought into it. Offense takes all 11, so sometimes it's been instances where we had a perfect play called and we get a penalty, and that, messes that up, and, things like that. So I'm not gonna kind of make it seem like I'm frustrated it was the play call and it was Joe Brady, because that's not necessarily the case. And I know Joe wants me to do more than what I did. He wanted me to do more than what I did last year, so I'm not gonna point the finger and say that's what it is. It's just a collective thing. It's just all in all, offensively, I don't think anybody's like where they want to be. Joe, Jeff, Coach Rule, Coach Frizz, I know they all want me to be involved, so it's not like because Joe's gone now I'm all of a sudden be involved and Joe was the problem, you know what I'm saying? So that's not, I don't think that it's going to be, I know they know what I'm capable of doing, it's just a collective thing.
So hopefully the new changes made by head coach Matt Rule will prove positive for these Carolina Panthers and lead to a win this Sunday.